exciting day for maths because we are starting a new topic today on perimeter. I have enjoyed seeing your work. I can see you working so hard. So let's continue with today's lesson and let's start a new topic of perimeter. Right. So just to confirm today's date is the 28th of April 2020 and the LI for today is to measure perimeter. Now before we start our lesson, make sure you have with you a pencil and a piece of paper because you need that so that we can work as we go through the lesson. So let's make a start. So as always in our lessons, we always talk about what the key vocabulary is for any given topic. The key vocabulary that we have for this topic of perimeter is measure, perimeter, length, width, and 2D shape. Now, today we'll be learning how to measure perimeter. What is a perimeter? So the perimeter is the distance all the way around the outside of a 2D shape. So with this rectangle here, for example, the perimeter is starting from here, be measuring that side, and coming up to this side. So the distance all the way around this 2D flat shape is what is known to be the perimeter. Now, there's a lot of work on units of measurement last week. So looking at this question here, just pause the video to consider what units could we measure perimeter in. Okay, so the units that we can measure perimeter in be units of measurement that are used to measure distance and length. So that would be millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers, depending on how big the shape is. But for the purposes of today's lesson, we're measuring in centimeters. Moving on. So using your finger, can you show me how you would measure the perimeter of the table that you're working on? So where would you start measuring the perimeter from and where would you end your measurement of perimeter for? So if you can see this piece of paper, if I was measuring the perimeter for this piece of paper, I would start here, I would go all the way around there, down there, cross there and up there, and that would give me the perimeter of that rectangular shape. Good. So to calculate the perimeter of a 2D shape, we need to add together the length of all the sides. Now here, as you can see, we have a rectangle and next to each side of the shape, there is a measurement. This measurement tells you how long the length of that side is. So the length of this side, starting from here, all the way across there is 9 centimeters. The length of this side is 5 centimeters. And the length of this side is 9 centimeters. And the length of this side is 5 centimeters. Now, one thing to note, because this will come up later on in the lesson, is that this length and this length are equal. They're both 9 centimeters, the opposite sides. And this length and this length are also of equal size. So to work out the perimeter of this rectangle, we need to add 9 and 5 and 9 and 5. So here we go, 5 plus 5 plus 9 plus 9. What is that? Pause the video to try and work it out. That's right, it's 28 centimeters. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 28 centimeters. Well done for those of you who got it right. Now, I'll just put a reminder up here just so you can remember how it is that we work out perimeter of a 2D shape. You must add together all the lengths of all the sides. So here we have a shape that has sides that are of equal length. This shape is a square. So this is 7 centimeters, this is 7 centimeters, this is 7 centimeters, and that is 7 centimeters. Now, I want you to try and remember what it is we add together in order to get the perimeter of this shape. Pause the video, have a think, and I'll let you know what the answers are in a short while. Good luck. So, to work out the perimeter, we have to add all four sides together. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. And the answer is 28 centimetres also. Well done for those of you who were able to do it. Now, a triangle is also a 2D shape. A triangle has three sides. So here are the three sides. 1, 2, 3. And because this is an equilateral triangle, each side is the same length, 6 centimetres. To work out the perimeter of this shape, we have to, again, as with the rectangle and the square, just add all the three sides together. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18 centimetres. Now, I did refer to this earlier on in the lesson. So here we have a rectangle. This side is 12 centimetres and this side is 3 centimetres. My question to you is, do we need to measure all the sides when finding out the perimeter of a rectangle, and why? Pause the video and have a look at that question and try to formulate an answer in a full sentence to think, do we need to know all the sides of a rectangle to work out what the perimeter is? Well, like I said to you earlier, in a rectangle, this side is the same length as this side. So we know that if this length is 12 centimetres, then this length must also be 12 centimetres. And also, if this length is 3 centimetres, this length must also be 3 centimetres. Now pause the video to work out what four measurements are we adding together to find the perimeter of this rectangle. That's right, we are adding 12 plus 12 plus 3 plus 3. And the answer is 30 centimetres. Well done for those of you who were able to get that. And for those of you who didn't, better luck next time. Now, here's a question for you. Bearing in mind that to calculate the perimeter of a 2D shape, you need to add the total length of each side. My question to you is this. Have a look at these two shapes here. Pause the video and consider, can I calculate the perimeter of each of these shapes? Why or why not? And if you have your pencil and paper in front of you, write out the full answer. Now, I can calculate the perimeter of each of these shapes because, or I cannot calculate the perimeter of these shapes because. So the answer is you cannot calculate the perimeter of these shapes because there is a gap here. And to calculate the perimeter of the shape, you need to know the total length of each side. And again, with this shape over here, it's not actually a 2D shape because there are gaps in there, so they're not 2D shapes, and you cannot calculate the perimeter. You don't know the total length of each side. Now, here's something for you to think about. Now, as you can see, I haven't given you measurements for the sides of any of these shapes, but I want you to have a look at them and want you to predict which shape has the longest perimeter and why. So have a look at the length and the width and the sides and have a go at thinking which one has the longest perimeter, and on your piece of paper write down why you think that is. And you will be, I know, super pleased to know that he is back. Danny Dog is back in our lessons to ask us all those questions, which he sometimes gets right, sometimes he gets them wrong, and it's your job to put him on the right path. Okay, so he is back. Here he is. He has been away for a few weeks. I know that you've missed him. So Danny the Dog says the perimeter of this shape is 7 centimetres. Now, do you agree with Danny? Or do you not agree with him? And you need to give reasons for your answer as always. And remember to answer in a full sentence. So pause the video and answer that question. So just write it out on your piece of paper. Well, I can see why Danny Dog said it was 7 centimeters, because on this rectangle, this side is 4 centimeters and this side is 3 centimeters. So what he's done is he's added 4 and 3 and he's got the answer of 7. So I can see why he said that. But as we know, to work at the perimeter of a 2D shape, you actually need to add all of the sides together. And Danny Dog did not include these two sides. Now, because it's a rectangle, we know opposite sides are the same length. If this is 4 centimeters, that must be 4 centimeters. If this side is 3 centimeters, then that side must be 3 centimeters. So the total perimeter would be 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3, which is, in fact, 14 centimeters. The perimeter of this shape is 14 centimeters. Did you guys get it right? I hope so. Right, now the time has come for you to complete your tasks. And as always, please, once you've completed your tasks, whether it be a printout of the sheet or just the answers in your book, please put on today's date and take a picture and just email it across the Year 3 website. And if you have emailed your work to us before, you will know that I will get back to you with my feedback to your answers. I have seen some absolutely wonderful work. A reminder of that email is Year 3, that's YR3 @grange.harrow.sch.uk. I'm going to show you your actual main task. So if you go to the Year 3 website, click onto online learning, click onto Year 3, under the maths heading, there will be a task entitled Maths Task 28th of April 2020. That is what I want you to do today. When you go into that tab, with this page here. So this is asking you to calculate the perimeter of these shapes using a ruler. And what this wants you to do is using your ruler, it wants you to measure the length of each side, okay, and then add them all together to get the perimeter. And the same with each side, each shape, add and measure each side, and then add them all up and write the perimeter. What I would do is I would measure one side right at the top, measure one side right at the top, and then add them all together to get the perimeter. Task 2 is asking you a question. It says, Whitney is measuring the perimeter of a square. She says she only needs to measure one of the sides. Do you agree or disagree with her? Explain your answer. And you really think about a square and the properties of that shape. And then you can write down whether you agree or disagree with her. I'll be really interested to see what you guys say. And I might even share some answers tomorrow in my video. Task 3 is find the perimeter of this shape. Each square represents 1 centimeter. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. Now, what this means is that from here to here, the length is 1 centimeter. So each square each side of each square is 1 centimeter. And that should enable you to work out what the perimeter of the shape is. And finally, task 4 is asking you a reasoning question. Can you use 8 centimeter squares to make different shapes? So can you use these 8 squares to make different shapes? What I would suggest you do is you draw it and then find the perimeter of each one. There might be quite a few shapes you make from these 8 centimeter squares. Just draw as many as you can. Okay, guys, good luck. So I'm going back to the smartboard. And for those of you who've completed the task and I still want some more work to do, then have a go at this. The challenge is pick the images where you can find the perimeter. Okay, have a go, see how you get on. I'm sure you guys are going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see the amazing work you can send to me. Good luck, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.